Guys, hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time seeing me, hello and welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I know it's a new year and I've been on a hiatus for 5 months, but I haven't been posting as consistently as I thought I would. 2024 was a year that I honestly can say I can look back on and say it was one for the books. I'm not gonna lie. So in today's video, I thought let me do a life update video for you guys, kind of bring you in on what my life has been. I put out a poll on Instagram to ask for questions or topics that I should discuss in this video, which I will be going through. So let's get into the video. I'm gonna start off with the first question that I got asked a lot in my Instagram poll was, how's life after graduation? And me graduating from varsity was such a, I would say, something out of a horror story. That's like a pinch me moment, like somebody wake me up and tell me that this is all a lie. And yeah, I feel like my graduation story and how I graduated should be an entire video on its own, because a lot happened. And yeah, it does make me sad looking back at that and realizing that graduation was just not what I wanted. I didn't get to get the dress, I didn't get to do my makeup, I didn't get to like prepare myself and know that I'm walking across the stage to get my qualification. So I feel like that's a video on its own that I want to film for you guys. Basically, life after graduating, if I'm being honest, is real. Like, you're no longer a student, you're no longer living in your parents' house, you are now on your own and are financially dependent on you. And yes, that sounds very scary and very daunting, but it's the reality. It is the reality that once you graduate, it's not as easy as, oh, I'm gonna graduate, get my degree, get my diploma, get whatever qualification that you're studying towards, and then you're gonna get a job immediately. They lied. It's not always a smooth transition between graduating and getting a job in this economy where it is so hard to get a job. People are sitting on qualifications that are not working in that field, which is sad, but it is honestly the reality. And for me, I experienced that. I was like a 1 year gap between me finishing my studies and then me actually getting a job. And there too, I wasn't working in my field because I was applying for jobs, I was trying, I was networking, I was doing everything that everyone says is necessary, but it just wasn't happening, you know, which is what resulted in me working in retail for close to 6-7 months. I worked in retail and it was an experience on its own. I am so grateful for that time that I got to spend meeting new people, networking. I kind of like building my confidence because I'm good at public speaking, but I'm also a bit shy internally, so kind of balance it out when I got to like meet new people and like engage and like network and like just speak. So yeah, so not everyone is as fortunate to finish the qualification and immediately get a job. I have friends who have been in like different fields from me that were able to get a job straight after graduating. And yes, it can play a huge role in your mental health, because it is kind of degrading when you see your peers working and you know all of that, and your parents are like, hey, but then why didn't you get a job, why were they taken and not you? And you realize that our fields are completely different. I have a lot of friends that work study courses that were like in STEM, friends that are architectures, engineers, and they were able to get a job straight out of varsity. So yeah, so you shouldn't let yourself get degraded by that. The economy that we're in is very tough to get a job, and don't let that let you be discarded into taking whatever career it is that you want. And also, this is a huge step. When you transition from being a graduate and a student and being straight from the books to being on the field and working, it is completely different. It is completely different. Some would say it's almost like a scam as to how different it is from being in varsity to working, because a lot of the things that you are taught, that you experience, that you go through are not necessarily the same. You would literally be mind boggled at how it is just so corrupt in some institutions or work fields, I may say. But yeah, don't let yourself be discarded. If you want to study something, study towards it, excel in it, and just pray and trust that you are going to work in that field someday at some point. Don't let that be, oh, I studied for X, Y, and Z amount of years and it's just going to waste. Because trust me, one day it'll all play a part, and you just have to just trust yourself and know that whatever career or field that you want to go into, that you are passionate about that. That's the most important thing, having passion and drive in whatever field or career that you want to get into. So that's my little small advice on how I found navigating from being a graduate to being now employed and working in corporate. So it's different, but take it as it comes and know that you're not going to know everything. You're going to learn and grow as time goes by. That I got was career and business goals. So I do see myself maybe in a few years from now, inshallah, having my own business of some sort, because I feel like if you can work for someone else and give that dedication, you can wake up in the morning, go to work, clock in, and make sure you get your job done. Then I feel like that mentality should still go when you have your own business and when you are your own boss. And I feel like it's a different atmosphere when you're actually running something that is completely yours. You put in the effort, you put in the energy, you put in the time. And so I think my camera cut me off there, but let's just continue. So the next question I think was, what have I been up to lately? So as of lately, I'm currently working in corporate, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And it is an experience that I am learning every single day. I'm growing. I am just taking it all in. Working in corporate is so different, y'all. It comes with its challenges. It does come with its sleepless nights, just thinking about the next day. But sometimes you just have to tell yourself it's all worth it in the end, because you have a goal, you have a vision of where you want your life to head towards, and just let that be the way and just keep pushing. And that's what I've been trying to do as of lately. Also, if y'all may or may not know, I recently got engaged. If y'all follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I recently got engaged. And that's what leads me to the next question that I got asked was advice on how to find the right guy Islamically and how to not feel pressurized into a relationship. This question, honestly, in the society that we live in, it's so hard to not want to be in a relationship. Like, everybody wants to experience that romance, that love, but also not to take back from Islam, and how that also needs to tie in with that, like courting someone. I feel like it is important to know your potential spouse, to do a deep dive and to get to know who they are, what their goals are, what their career goals are, what their financial goals are, where do they see themselves in a couple of years, how would being married look like, how would having kids look like. Yes, it's not always going to be the same, but it's good to have an idea of where you're kind of want to be, so you can match up and see if your goal also aligns with this. Also, with finding the perfect guy, I feel like there is no perfect person. There is no perfect person, because we are not perfect ourselves. So just like how you have flaws, expect that yes, people are gonna come flawed, and you just have to accept that that's their flaw and that's who they are as a person, and just accept that. The way you are gonna get to know someone is if you actually get to know that person. You can't assume that someone's just gonna fall from the thin air and then they're gonna propose to you and get married. And yeah, I mean, in some instances, yes, it does happen where your family, for example, will find someone for you and be like, maybe you are compatible and think it works. But you also as a person need to know, okay, what is your type of ideal scenario of you finding someone? If you are more comfortable with speaking to someone over the phone, then if you know someone, and just give it a go. I feel like give it a go and see where it will lead you. Alhamdulillah, I'm engaged, and inshallah, maybe in a few years from now, or maybe this year I will share how me and my fiance met and all of that, inshallah, if I feel comfortable, or if you want to actually hear that. Yeah, I'm not here to make couple content, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna be that type of, I wouldn't say content creator, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that content couple thing. But if I do, please don't shoot me in the head. But yeah, on to my next question. Someone spoke about lifestyle and navigating friendships in your 20s, which is something that I asked me. But yeah, navigating friendships in your 20s has to be the most hardest thing. Well, at least for me, because I'm very introverted. I don't really like socializing or going out with different people and different groups, and I find it very hard to make friends per se. So the friends that I've had in my life since 10 years or 8 years, I still have those friends in my life, just simply because like our goals, our values kind of like align. So I still always kept those people. Like that's the hardest part of your 20s, is realizing that everyone is busy doing something to better themselves, you know, like, and scheduling dates, scheduling outings is a lot more harder, because like I may have the free time because I don't necessarily have to take care of a child, but my friend on the other hand has the responsibility of taking care of a child, or has her spouse or someone that is close to them that they are really dependent on, with them being present. So it is very hard navigating that, and I'm also still trying to find my feet in terms of making new friends. And I shy away a lot from attending social gatherings, just because I have my own perception of things. I feel like I need to give it a try and attend some sort of Muslimah. I'm gonna say that because I don't want anyone to assume that I'm speaking about any certain group or anything. I'm not speaking directly at anyone or anything. I'm just saying social gatherings and meet other Muslims from different places. I feel very intimidated to do that, even though I shouldn't. And I want to make new friends. I want to be at an age in my life where it's like you can make new friends and give that a chance. For me, I felt like the end of me making friends was like high school. I wouldn't even say I made friends in varsity. Like, no, I feel like the only friends and genuine friends that I made was in high school, and there too, most of them we're not even in contact anymore because of life. So yeah, I do want to open up my space, my circle, and let myself be around different people. Be that I'm so introverted, but also extroverted around the right people. So I feel like if I give it a try and I meet new people and I just explore that avenue of just making friendships in my 20s, I will be so good. Because the hardest part about being on my own, which leads us to the next question. The next question is, how do you manage to convince your African parents to let you move out and have your own apartment? So I don't even know where to even begin when I say that. I just had to. I had no choice. I had no choice but to leave home, because work was my priority. I focused on work, and I said to myself, if it means me having to leave home to be closer to work, then I'm gonna do that. So I feel like that's one thing that pushed me out of home and into my own space that I call home now. But yeah, it's not easy also having your own apartment, having financial responsibility. It is a lot, guys. Don't glorify people who are on the internet who are just like, oh my god, apartment, oh my god, car. That comes with a lot of financial responsibility that you living at home do not have that responsibility right now. And yes, it may seem all nice and all glittery and glamorous, but it's not always the case. There are days where you're only making it month to month to sort out paying rent, paying your bills, and paying food, paying transport, and by the time you calculate all of that, you're left with literally nothing. And don't let the pressure of having your own apartment, your own car, your own whatever it is that we glorify on social media, don't let that be an all be all. Because for the longest time, I never really thought I would have my own space, move out at the age of 22, but I did. Not because, oh my god, I wanted to be that girl that has her own apartment. No, I had to make the choice to move out because it meant me being able to provide for myself and not necessarily be dependent on my family. So it's different for everyone. Honestly, it is. um don't let that block you from your goal. Don't ever let it make you think that you are being delayed, that your taqdeer, your fate is being put on hold because you don't have the certain goal that society puts on us at a certain age. Everyone is in their own lane, everyone is doing their own thing. We are tapping the side until it's our turn. And I feel like I'm a firm believer in that phrase because honestly, you will get wherever you need to get at your own time, at your own speed, at your own pace, but you will eventually get there. So yeah, that has been my little rant for you guys. I really like doing sit down videos and talking to you guys, and hopefully this is not the first and not the last video on my end. I leave on that note. I hope that y'all took something from this video, because that's my point. My purpose is not just to speak, but speak some value. So yeah, that's been me for today's video. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and share down below. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, bye.